How y'all doing on this good old Monday afternoon? Hopefully y'all doing good. I just want to encourage you to pop your shit. Pop your shit. Show those gifts and talents and creativity that you have within you so you can be able to encourage somebody else as well. We all creative. You know, show your creativity. You never know who will see it and want to invest in it. That's how people become, brand ambassadors. That's how people become um, to collaborate with others. Let's see what else that got. That's how you have people that you'll come across some people where you have the vision and they have the funds. So you just never know what could happen, what is possible. What you think is impossible is possible with Daddy God. You feel me? So post those videos. Get creative with it. What makes you stand out from the rest? How does your creativity stand out from the rest? It's okay if don't nobody around you like it. Everybody's not made to see your vision. Those who do see your vision will come along and support you. And your tribe will come to you. The people who hear you well will come to you as you start, developing your brand, building your brand, stuff like that. So post those videos. Show what type of creative knowledge you have. Some of y'all are problem solvers. That's why so many people come to y'all. Y'all have the solution to a lot of people's problems. I realize that I am the solution to a lot of people's problems. It don't always got to be, oh, you got to get somebody money to solve their problem. No, you can get them wisdom. Good wisdom, counsel. You can get them good resource information. You can lead them in the right direction. You just never know how that God will work things out for you until you step out on faith. So yeah, post those videos, talk, share your testimony, share your life story, share your journey, share what you've been through. And don't think about, how many views and likes you get, because eventually, at the right time, because divine timing is everything, Daddy God's going to, you know, push you through the algorithm. Only thing he needs you to do is post in faith. Excuse me if you hear all the noise because I'm working. I'm dust mopping the floor or whatever. But anyways, yeah, be raw and real with it, and get you as you go along. You'll understand what's your brand style, what you like to keep for your brand, and what speaks for your brand. So you'll know what works for you eventually, and what you'll see, that's catchy and that you can go along with. But until then, just post a raw and uncut you. There's always somebody out there that can relate to you. You don't have to have the high-end equipment. Until you get the high-end equipment and get to where you want to see yourself. Sometimes you got to start from the beginning. Small beginnings add up. You'll start off small, and say for instance, you posting on mental health, and you posting, and then eventually, you'll notice some people will start to notice your videos, and then next thing you know, you got people that give you invites on their platforms. You got people that'll ask you, hey, can you sample this? You'll start to get samples. You'll start to get a lot of doors of opportunities that open as you move along and go along and post videos. Because you got to remember, Daddy God already know the intentions of your heart. You just have to step forward and take that move. So get out, get uncomfortable, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Get out of comfortability. Because sometimes comfortability can be that same trap that keep you stuck and stagnant. So you got to be able to know how to go with the flow. Know what your season is. Know what your triggers are. Know what, get your discernment up. You feel me? Get your discernment up so you know when God is talking to you. Get your discernment up so you know when God sends the right person or the people, those divine connections, you won't misuse them or overlook them. Because sometimes people don't come in a package how we expect, look, talk, you know. They don't come in like that. They the guy seeing who he pleases, you know. So that's why I try not to overlook anybody, because I know how it feels to be overlooked, and then at the same time you're gonna miss your blessing trying to be judgmental and you know, just trying to overanalyze everything. Get out of overanalyzing, because when you overanalyze you start reasoning. When you start reasoning you lose faith, you lose your footing, you lose your balance, you know. That's when doubt can creep in. What else, Laura? Yeah, just post, talk, testify. Somebody's gonna bear witness to your testimony, because somebody's out there, like I said, is going through what you already been through, and somebody out there need clarity, and they can't get that until you open up your mouth. You open up your mouth and speak, because you already have the answers and the solutions to a lot of people's problems. Sorry, y'all, I'm dragging the dust mop. So don't don't think of the unknown as drowning in fear. Don't associate the unknown with fear and doubt. Sometimes you just have to go. Sometimes you just have to bust those moves. Sometimes that guy ain't gonna tell you, okay, do this, do that. You won't know it until you actually get in the midst of it, and that's when he like, okay, yeah, this, that, or he like, nah, you know, don't do that. So again, know what season you in. How do it feel? Do it feel right to you? Do it feel like it's pleasing God? Or do it feel like it's pleasing your flesh? Come on, Jesus. That's a good way of looking at things. Who are you pleasing? Are you pleasing other people? Are you pleasing yourself? Where's your attention going to? Because wherever your attention go to, that's wherever your worship and your praise is going. You can't serve two masters and think you're going to, you know what I'm saying, get things from God. He needs you to be serving him, put him as the head, and he needs you to be able to hear him and discern him well. He said, my sheep should know my voice, and another voice that should not recognize, you know, should not be able to mislead them. So that's why you got to stay in your word these days. Showcase your gifts and your talents. The funding is coming. Don't worry about the funding. The people is coming. If you got a little iPhone, a little track phone, government phone, I don't care what kind of phone you got, a piece of phone, or you ain't got no phone, you got a tablet, it don't matter what you got, just use it. Eventually you'll start to notice, you'll start to get accepted into these programs. Money will start rolling in, you know, just from the little step of faith that you take. So I see y'all at the top. So congratulations to those of you who step out in faith, and Daddy God delivered his promise just like he said he would. You might not have the whole you might not have the whole puzzle, but you got a piece of the puzzle. And he's a master strategist, and he always gonna give you heads up on danger of the unseen and unknown. He just needs you to move and flow when he flows. Don't get out of place. So yeah, y'all have a good one. That's what I want to say.